Good morning, and welcome to Live from JRB. It is Mr. L. I'm going to be your newscaster today, and without any further ado, let's go down to Mr. Mike, who's standing right outside the bathroom. See what's going on down there. Mike. Hey, thanks, Mr. L. I'm Mike. I'm standing right outside of the first grade, second grade bathrooms. There was a lot of action down here on Friday. Let me take you in and I'll show you around. So what was happening on Friday, as you can see, people were turning off the lights. Then they were turning them back on, turning it back off. And sometimes it gets a little scary. So what we want to do is we just kind of go inside the bathroom. We have to go to the bathroom. Then we wash our hands, place, gently, do the paper towel, dry our hands, fold it up, and throw it right there. Then I walk out here. Sometimes I can get a quick drink, and then I go back to class. And that should be okay for me to do and get me through the next part of the lesson. All right, that's it from down here in the first grade, second grade bathroom. Let's get it back up there to you, Mr. L. Hey, thanks, Mike. I know that here at JRB, we'll be working on what to do when we go to the bathroom to make sure that everyone is safe. We can get in, get out quick. Next on the map, we got a lot of weather going on. Let's go up there to Mr. Michael, who's up there looking at the weather right now. Michael, take it away. Hey, Mr. L, it's Michael up here. We're going to do the weather. So this week we got a category, at least 3 hurricane coming our way. What does that mean? A lot of rain, a lot of wind, and, a lot of crazy. Hopefully it's not going to hit us here in central Massachusetts, but it's kind of cool to study. So right now we got a Cat 2 down here in the Atlantic Ocean. It looks like it's going to strengthen right here because it's coming up on that nice warm water that we were swimming in. And then it's going to head up here toward our friends in Bermuda. Luckily, it's going to be a little bit to the west. And then here we are up here in Massachusetts. It looks like it's going to slide just to our east. But you can see it's going to be a pretty good sized Cat 1, which is some pretty heavy sustained winds, about 70 miles an hour. On Friday, this bad boy right here was a Cat 5 sitting out here with winds over 140 miles an hour. So luckily, it hit a little wind shear, went down to Category 2, but it's going to strengthen when it hits that warm water. So we'll be keeping an eye on that this week. Now let's go back to you, Mike. Mr. L. Hey, thanks, Michael. That's a great weather report. We'll definitely be keeping our eyes on that Hurricane Lee as it approaches us this week. Let's go out to Mikey for our final thoughts before we wrap this thing up. Mikey, you're out there by the American flag. Hey, thanks, Mr. L. It's me, Mikey, out here. I'm standing out here by the American flag. Today is September 11th. You'll notice that the flag is at half staff. What does September 11th mean to us that are sitting right out there in our seats today? Well, probably not much. Because when I was a kid, they always talked about Pearl Harbor. And I didn't really know about it. But the conversation got pretty interesting, and I decided that I would major in history because I was so interested in people talking about Pearl Harbor, but I really didn't know what it was. I knew it was kind of a big deal, but I didn't really know. So I want you to look up, what is September 11th? And what does that mean? What does Patriot Day mean here in Massachusetts? All right, I do have the tricorn hat going on today. What I'm going to ask you to do is I want us to take one deep breath. All right, and that deep breath goes out to all of the people that were impacted on September 11th and every day since then. All right, I hope you just get a second to reflect on the importance of the American flag here on September 11th. And we're going to go back to Mr. L there in the office, and we'll wrap this thing up. Mikey, thanks so much. There's a lot of good stuff going on this week, not only here at JRB, but also kind of around our globe and around our local area and community. The word of the day here is change. What does change mean? Change means that we have to accept some of the things that are happening that we weren't really expecting to happen. And, that's okay, because that's how we grow, is through change. So I hope you have an awesome day. I'll be seeing you around the halls and in the classrooms and probably at lunch and maybe outside at recess at throughout the day. All right, so I hope you have an awesome day. Hopefully that little sun will come out and we'll be able to kick this thing off. But for right now, this is Mr. L, and I'm signing off. Have an awesome day. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.